All right, we're under the white G35, and we got the rear diff in, bushings in, which I think I've already shown that. Bolted the axles in tonight. Pulled the axles out of that car. We have the entire rear end gone. Axles are in. Get ready to possibly set the motor tomorrow. I'm supposed to get the motor mounts, get that going, and put the wheels on, and we should be pretty close to setting the motor and possibly starting transmission tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to change the clutch or not. May just put it together and see what we got. Today we got here a little late. This slept in a little bit this morning, I believe, if you will. All right, so where we're at is we got the G35. The mounts finally showed up, so I got the mounts in, got new mounts on her. Got the motor set in. I got this thing stripped down a little further. I was under the hood area. Back in here, I pulled all the extra brake parts out and some of the stuff that I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna actually list some of the parts that I don't think I'll need. Actually, I'm probably gonna list them all. And if I end up needing them, I'll just take them off where I've got them listed and just put them on this car. So if you need any G35 parts, brake parts, ABS stuff, I've got all that stuff. I'm gonna list it, the automatic harness, transmission, pretty much everything except for, gotta get the interior. I think I'm gonna swap interiors with this thing for now. I think that's what I'll end up doing. Clean it up, make it look a little better, I believe. And we'll detail the engine bay one more time once we get completely done. I did wash it out, clean it out pretty good. I did change the oil. I don't have the clutch alignment tool. I didn't have one. I didn't buy a clutch kit. I'm just gonna run the clutch setup that's in it and drive this car. Because I don't know if the transmission's good. I'm afraid, you know, with it locking up, it may have damaged the transmission. So I'm gonna put all this in, get it functioning, see if the clutch is good. It looked okay. It's burning a little on the outside, and the what do you call it? Well, the regular flywheel, the factory flywheels that come with these, it's like got a moving piece on it. I'm gonna go ahead and reuse that flywheel. It looked like it's been scorched a little bit, but why buy a $600-800 clutch kit and then have to buy a transmission? So with that being said, if everything runs smooth, I'll probably drive it until it needs a clutch. I mean, it runs and drives, you know what I mean? If it's not slipping or acting stupid, I'm just gonna drive it until it needs it. But I don't know if the transmission's good. Gotta get everything moving, get all the moving parts actually moving, get everything loosened up and get everything working, and we gotta get in the interior. We're gonna do some of that and finish putting this jewel together. With the rentals, I'm gonna may have to slow down a little bit on buying some parts. I've got three, one's bad. I've got 3 rentals coming empty. I did actually sell the black Lexus SC300 just now. So the 350Z got sold to Ronnie. You guys will see him in that, so he's still around here with me. But the SC300, it's probably gone. You may or may not see it from time to time, but that guy, he was looking just for a daily driver, and it's a dependable car. So I didn't need it. I bought the BMW 335 X-Drive. I got twin turbo, 6-speed, all-wheel drive. I'll take it. Anyway, so yeah, we'll get the G35 figured out. I would say over the next day or so. I did actually get the heads back for the Subaru, so we do have those. You can see everything. They were a little warped. We got everything. I didn't do the valve jobs or anything. It actually looks, it's got a little deposits on it still on the surface, but they seated good. Everything looks good. There was no sense in going any further than that. This car is a finance car or a flip car, we may sell it. There's no sense in going any further than just I know the valves and everything was good. I drove the car. There's no sense in going any further than that money-wise. Just do the head gaskets, do the water pump. I'll probably do cam seals and stuff like that, and valve cover gasket set and all that, and I'll just get this thing turned back out and either financed or sold or something. But I got to pick the heads up today, a couple $100, that's not bad. Cleaned them, pressure tested them, made sure there were, you know, no cracks or anything, and then milled them flat. Said one was kind of leaned to one side a little bit. There was some wear on it, especially a short head like that. A little's a lot in a short head. So we're ready to get started on the Subaru as quick as I get some of this rental stuff under control. The rental's how I survive, and that's my living, and that's a majority of my income. So this is me playing, and so now my survival and my living it needs help. So we've got to get down there and work on those things. I've got one tomorrow. Got a water heater issue. I've got a sink issue in the same house. Then the one that we had filmed a few weeks ago has got a sewer backup in it. And then we have the really, really bad one. Then I've got two more that I'm thinking will come empty this month. So that repair, the sewer backup, we may end up having to dig lines up and everything. I really don't know. Hadn't got down there yet. We'll have to check that one out the day after tomorrow. And then we've got to get something decided on getting that other one started, the bad one, and try to at least get it start cleaning out and airing out. I've got to get that thing cleaned out. That is bad. Yeah, so it actually has cat poop in the window seals. Like I went through the house and opened the windows like yesterday. And this thing, well, when I'm telling you this thing's nasty, this thing is nasty. I don't know if you've seen the footage from this yet, but that one is bad. That one's bad. It's the worst one I've had. And when I went down to open the windows the other day, I put these little booties on like my shoes to walk around in there to kind of not get my shoes covered in that mess. Well, I went through and opened a couple of windows and stuff, just enough to go through, open some windows, and then leave. And I smelled that stuff for 2 hours on me until I got back home and changed and everything. So it's bad. It's horrible. So yeah, we've got that one too, and that's going to be pretty pricey clean up and repair, and then the other two right behind it. So that'll be 3 empty this month, plus the expense of all that. So bear with me on getting something done here, because it's gonna, the proverbial poop has poop, pun intended, because of that rental poop has hit the fan here. So yeah, so we got to get to work in the real world, and the car stuff may have to slow down just a hair to get some stuff moving. But all right, hang in there. We're about to get some stuff done though. Hey guys, we're going to do another episode of What's in the Box. Stay tuned, here we go. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a little episode called What's in the Box. And as you can tell, got a couple of boxes. Alright, here we go. First off, let's see what we got here. As you know, we always got a couple of projects going on. Well, you know about the 335i. So we have the Burger Motorsports air filter, dual cone intake, it's called. So we got 2 filters, and there's should be 2 pipes. And I think that's all. That's all on that. We'll do an install, but this is the Burger Motorsports dual cone air filters, or intakes, DCI they call them. All right, so there's 2 cone filters, 2 of these inserts, and that's what's in that box. Now, see what's in this box. And that was Burger Motorsports. There's a couple of different brands, but that's the one I opted for. I think they're pretty close to the same on the intake. But so this is a head gasket kit for the Subaru Outback Sport. That's our head gasket kit. So we got that. And this right here now. This is our MHD OBD2 support for the wireless. If you do the MHD tuning on your BMW 335i, this is the uploading mechanism that goes into your OBD2 scanner port, makes it wireless, and your phone will connect to it, Bluetooth. And you'll be able to go to MHD Tuning, download that app, and you can actually tune your BMW 335i. So this is going to be for the 335, and so is this. So that's two upgrades for the BMW xDrive, XD, BMW 335, XI. All this goes to that. And that's what's in the box. All right, so I wanted to get a close-up on the new items we got, just so you can understand what we actually have. I know it's kind of a far shot. I was just trying something a little different. But, all right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Now, the MHD tuning, if it has anything, this little deal plugs into your OBD scanner, and your cell phone actually has an app you can download, and you can program your tuning settings on the 335i's. They're actually really responsive to some tuning and turning up the turbos and stuff. So with the along with the Burger Motorsports cone filters and that tuning software, which I changed my battery the other day, and you actually have to tell the car that it's got a new battery. And the reason you do that is the batteries are supposed to deteriorate after like 3.5 years or so. Well, that charging system, after 3.5 years, it starts overcharging to compensate for the battery going, or declining, being able to charge. And so once you put your new battery in, it's still overcharging. It doesn't know the battery's been changed. So you have to register it, and you have to tell it that it's got a new battery. So that's the purpose of registering the battery. But that MHD program will allow that. So main reason I got it. But you can actually crank up the car too, as far as like the power, which this is part of that setup too. The Burger Motorsports actually has dual cone air filters, which is what we got here. And being the twin turbo, it actually takes two, and it has these little adapter pipes that you add in to make that. So this will go in to here, and then that'll go into the actual car side of it. So they're work like extensions or whatever, or adapters or whatever you want to call them. So that's what we got going there. It's just your standard cone filters with these adapters and just your regular hose clamps. And so that's what we got there. And we got the Felpro head gasket kit for the Subaru. And so we're about ready. I got to get the head studs. I think I'm going to go ahead and change the head studs. I think it calls for it. Change the head studs. I've got to get the VIN number and get the right. I think it's like G is the 4th VIN number or something. I got to order the water pump kit to replace all that stuff. So that's about where I'm at with it. I've got a couple of other projects we're working on, but I'm just going to give you a little closer look at what these actual items were. If you don't know what they are, you can research them. We're actually probably going to do a YouTube video on both of these items, and we'll probably end up doing a video putting that Subaru engine together too, maybe. I don't know yet. I've got some rental stuff going on, so I'll do all I can, but if you need in-depth stuff, I may do it just to have that footage, so in case somebody does need that. But yeah, that's what we got today. That's what was in the box. Thanks for watching, guys.